All right, good evening and welcome to the poker. My name is Hujat Sama and I'll be your host tonight. Yeah, due to a lot of logistic issues and so on, our usual host Oladapo is not available, but I'll be here to take up the mantle as duly noted. So with me here today, we have a very reoccurring person and personality. You know him from the Epic team. His name is Cloak. Cloak, introduce yourself and say hi to the audience.
Hello, audience. Hi. You can call me Cloak. I uh, I like anime and musicals. I guess I don't know what else to say. I have never killed anyone on record, and you cannot prove anything. That's all.
So dark, so dark. And with me here is one of our greatest. In fact, this guy has been with us for every single live session, always in the comments disturbing us. And we love him. We love him for that, and we love the fact that he's always there. Thank you very much. So introducing the biggest Konoyaro I know in Kaduna, Mikelu Meki, or whatever his name is, Mikey Kun. All right, please introduce
Mighty
yourself.
cool here at your service. And I love anime, yeah, so much. And blockbuster movies, but I mostly love horror movies. Yeah. And yeah, I'm still watching Castlevania Nocturne season 2, unfortunately, and I haven't finished it. I don't know why, but it's all good. Well, uh, so
A moment. But can everybody hear me? That's just what one thing I
um,
want to confirm.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
now, yeah, but you're kind of cracking.
All right. We'll get a bit of clarity. It's
Um,
Nigeria network.
I can't really hear it. It's shaky, very
Is
wavy.
Sheung for joining us today? Yeah, my boss. Yeah.
Hello,
So
hello.
today we have something special. But let's Sheung, one of our greatest bosses in the poker, introduce himself. Go ahead.
Hello guys. I hope you're hearing me.
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay. My name is Sean. Esteemed member of the poker, and I'm glad to be here tonight discussing with you wonderful people.
All right, then very short and brief. He has a lot to say. This guy now boss, but we will be hearing him more as we go on. So yeah. All right then. Today we have something very special, and we are going to be discussing about Naruto. Not everything, some favorite aspects of the entire series that we actually would love to share with you our opinions upon. So first of all, a brief intro. Naruto remains one of the most popular anime series in Nigeria, in Africa, and also in the world. But the reason why I started with Nigeria was there was a time whereby if you are watching anything remotely anime related, everybody will be like, you are watching Naruto. That's to show its popularity. And based on that, over time, people learn to distinguish between Naruto and anime. At the point of just, it's either you're watching Naruto or you're watching anime as a whole. And that has been a running gag in the anime community for a very long time. So yeah, so to pay tribute to this amazing and lovely series that got majority of us true anime fans into the anime fandom, we'll be looking at some of the great highlights and have our opinions upon it. So first of all, excited for this. Hello, I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
breaking. I'm hearing
We
you.
couldn't hear you for a little bit, but you're back.
yeah, you're breaking,
All right
sure,
then.
but
All right, let's move. So starting up, we're going to start with the best first time jutsu display in the Naruto fandom. Generally, we look at Naruto as it has so many iconic moments. But amongst the iconic moments, we look at the introduction of a new jutsu or an old jutsu being done by a new person. So which would you say is your best first time jutsu display? Let me start with Cloak.
I think I will have to choose. Was it? Is it what? What is it? Planetary devastation. What did Madara? When Madara summoned that second meteorite, it's also a finishing move in some of the Storm games. I don't know the. Is it heavenly? I'm sorry, I forgot the name. But that moment when Madara introduced the second meteorite into the battlefield, when he brought the first one and like they zoomed out to show the scale, and the alliance was just one tiny little like carpet of ants, and then the huge meteorite was coming down, and then Onoki went to hold it up, and then he just like, very impressive. Another one. And then like, the second one just like it parted the clouds and crushed Onoki's back against the first one. I think that's my favorite brand new jutsu display in the entire series. I know there's Rasen Shuriken, there's Night Guy, Evening
Wait, calm
Elephant,
down.
and
No,
all. Like,
don't take everybody's
okay,
other idea.
sorry,
Just
sorry,
focus
sorry,
on
sorry,
your
sorry,
own.
sorry.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like
But yeah,
I just
I
love
get that.
with
Just what they call a bit of words on that. That moment, do you know what made that thing so crazy was the fact that we saw that even Naruto himself ran away. You get his clone was there, but even the clone ran away when he saw that thing. That was just intense. Madara was on levels of beast timing. Mikey, what do you have to say to
as Gara
Cloak's
asks,
point?
is this the power of a god? I just as Gara asks.
It is shock. I never see him before. Yeah. So, Mikey, what do you have to say to that? Mikey,
Was also
guy.
actually one of my
Oluwaseun.
first
Okay.
best time jutsu displays, honestly. Oh, okay, you guys are not hearing.
Yeah, we're not hearing
Okay,
you,
we can
but
hear you
Can you
now.
now
Go
guys
we're
ahead.
hear
hearing
me?
you. Yes, yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I say that was also one of my first best time jutsu displays too. It was epic, like mad, I swear. And that was the first time I saw some certain,
Discuss
facial
with the crowd.
expressions in the anime that I hadn't seen before. Yes, and that was also it was crazy. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, like the facial expressions that some of the shinobis made that time when they looked at they looked at the heavens. I'll say, well, it was crazy, and I I liked it. Was it was as if though wait, this is possible. How, like, they haven't seen this, even anything remotely close to it in their lives, and well,
Okay, Sean, what do you have to say to that double meteorite display? I'm still cracking my head for the name of the jutsu, something that we see in Storm 4 very much. Yay! All my Storm 4 niggas will be against me now. But Sean, what do you have to
Well,
say to it?
well, wait. Are we talking? Are we going to mention, like? Is it that the first person that mentions best first time jutsu? That's what we talk about, or we're each giving our own? How does it work?
We're each going to give
We are
our own,
giving
but
our
when somebody
opinions
mentions
on
one, we give
each.
our opinions on
Then
that one. Then we let
Then who was that
you
person
speak.
that followed up in the first person? I beg, there are so many jutsus in Naruto now. Choose another one and expatiate now.
Okay,
He has
yeah.
disappeared there.
Well, okay. Since you are on that level, I will ask you now. What is your own first time jutsu in Naruto?
Well, the one that I saw that's stuck with me is Pain's Jutsu, the Shinro Tensei, Almighty Push and Almighty Pull. That was insane when I first saw it in Naruto. The amount of destruction that jutsu caused. It was anytime you just heard Almighty Push, your body starts to shake. You get, and then he just reverse Uno. Then you heard Almighty Pull. Yeah, I think pull and push. So that jutsu, when I first saw it, it was crazy. I don't need to explain the jutsu to you guys, but or maybe I should explain it for the benefit of those that might be watching but are not really familiar with jutsus in Naruto. So like Almighty push sends some kind of energy wave, okay, that just causes destruction and moves away from the person that cast it, which was Pain. And then Almighty pull like brings some kind of force towards the person that cast it, and it causes destruction in his path. But like the range was crazy and the destruction. In fact, Konoha, man, Konoha was destroyed. There's nothing. Well, Konoha was destroyed from that jutsu alone. But anyways, we're not that jutsu alone. Other jutsus, the fights and all of that. But that move stays in my mind forever. For real.
Yeah. Just to before I buttress on it, Cloak, what do you have to say to Sheun's choice?
I think it's a fair choice, especially when he finally like went up and all the other pain that, if I remember correctly, all the other pains died just because of the amount of chakra he was gathering for that one move. And then he just nuked an entire village with it. Yeah. That moment is still one of the most iconic moments in the all of Naruto. So yes, I agree. That's a very, very impressive first time showcase, Jutsu showcase.
Yeah, and what I call it. One thing that I want that makes that moment iconic is the speech that led to the moment. You get, it's not just about the moment, but how they did it. You understand? You get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that he was talking to Tsunade and he was just what they call it lifting up into the air. That moment is also basically it became a national anthem for Naruto fans. I remember when I watched it. That was primary 5 or 6 around that time. I was saying Shinra Tensei to anybody that comes close to me. Even run and push
Yeah,
them sometimes.
yeah.
That was the era when it came in. Kokoyori, Sekai no Tamio. Ah, God. Beautiful
Very
and
epic.
epic
Very
moment in
epic.
Naruto. Like, in fact, it
Yeah.
is one of the timestamps of one of the greatest arcs in the entire series. Beginning to end, every single thing about it, start to finish, was incredible. So, Mikey, since you are back, would you like to say your own Mordecai favorite best first time jutsu display? Mikey,
Um.
can you hear us?
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So, my best
Yes, we
first
can
time
now.
jutsu displays. Okay, although I won't say it's really a jutsu though, it was mostly, a new, form. But I would say it was when Naruto got the first link with Kurama, the first full link Kurama, full Kurama link. That was when that was one of my best first time jutsu displays. In fact, that was my best first time jutsu display. Although it was
That's
mostly a
just
form, but I feel like
It's
it's
not
also a
really a
jutsu in a
jutsu.
way.
Not really,
Oh,
not really. I won't give you that. But
why? Why?
I do understand what you mean because it's a
It
power
was
up. Power ups
epic
are not
too now.
jutsu. Yeah, but power ups are not jutsus. We have a lot of other jutsu and honorable mentions, but before going, because of
Mm,
our time and because we have a lot, let me just mention mine. Mine still remains. Um. I have two. But the
sure,
one
sure.
that I
Yeah.
will
mm,
pick is what they call it, Naruto's first time using Rasen Shuriken. Nothing
yeah,
beats the chills of that moment. From the
yeah.
planning, from the onset to the sound, like the screeching sound of the Rasen Shuriken as it was piercing through Kakuzu, combined with the
Ah,
massive explosion. They're not just the massive explosion, the fact that you just see all the needles entering into Kakuzu, and they now put one of the best Shippuden theme songs there. That
exactly,
oh
exactly.
god, The
That
chills.
theme
When I
song.
watched that, I watched it with my dad, and one of the things I remember was that when Naruto hit him, my dad screamed, "Kofu!" like, get him, you understand? We all jumped. We were all so crazy that moment. He shouted out "Kofu!" like that. So you get the passion in it. Oh god. And that was like one of the few episodes that I actually kept to it. Then we move on to the next thing. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We're ready
Yeah,
to move.
yeah.
I said, what
We
do you
can
guys
hear
say
you.
to that what they call it, Rasen Shuriken moment?
I think I get why you like it. In fact, when you play Storm, I think it's in Storm 2, that you do the quick time event for that move. It is really fucking cool there too. Now using the clones to distract and everything, the whole setup was just brilliant. Yeah, I get why that is the first time, especially for a move so iconic that he eventually went on to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. That first time seeing it was really epic.
Exactly. I get. What about you, Sean? What do you have to say to it?
Yeah, of course. It was my first choice initially. I wanted to choose the Rasen Shuriken before I now thought about Pain's Jutsu. So yeah, it's really up there, really epic. And the build up to it, it was I think that added to the epic moment. The fact that his dad was trying to work on it, and Jiraiya was working on it, and he was able to add his own touch to it to form that Rasen Shuriken. I think, and then when it finally came, we're all in awe. So yeah, it's up there with one of the very best for sure.
What about you, Mikey? What do you have to say to that?
Yeah, that was also my first choice before I thought the power up, which wasn't really fitting. But also the build up to it, the training with Yamato and what he actually went through during the training, that he almost thought he wouldn't get it,
Hmm.
before the slight inspiration that Kakashi gave him and all that. So, and also when he got it and came to the battlefield with Kaguzu, and I think he was like, he was going to end it all, himself, that something like that. Like the whole Choji and okay, no, Shikamaru wasn't there at that time, but like Choji, the rest that were there, they didn't even need to do anything again. He just had to end it all, and him being the Jinchuriki, you know, that they were looking for, and then he had a monster-like power that a Jinchuriki should have. Yeah, it's made it all the more epic when he now used it and connected with Kakuzu. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was that was
You know,
that
those
was
are
really
the one
nice.
of the few Naruto taking over his show moments, main character energy. So honorable mentions that I've gathered. Somebody mentioned the first time Gara did a sabaku. That's what they call a sun burial in during the tuning
Yeah.
exams. The another honorable mention is what they call it, Madara's majestic destroyer flame. Another honorable
Mhm.
mention is Naruto using, sorry, no, Sasuke using Chidori against Gara. All those still remain very mad, epic moments. I wish we had time to be able to expand upon it, but depending on how the video does, we will probably make our own full-length video with respect to all these moments. The next one will be best. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
breaking. You are
we're
We can
breaking.
hear you,
breaking.
but
All
it's
right,
really
all right.
breaking.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. I said the next one is best speeches in Naruto. I would like to start again from Cloak. What will you consider the best speeches in Naruto in general?
Uh, I am not very sure about that one, to be very honest. I suppose if I have to pick, I would pick. Naruto talking to Nagato. I mean, if you can convince a nigga to rescue all the people he just killed and then kill himself, I suppose that speech should be right up there with all the greats. But I am not very sure. If I had to, I think Madara's very, very popular speech on hatred and love and all that. Yeah, I think that'd be my favorite speech. But if I cannot use that one, then I'm using Naruto talking Nagato into come to Seppuku. So yeah, I think that Madara speech is my favorite speech. Madara speech is my favorite speech.
That Madara speech, in fact, I heard that there were places whereby they were preaching it out to people as a means of motivation. There was one, not seminar, but like a gathering, something that I attended in Ilorin, and the person leading it actually used "wake up to reality" speech. I was like, "You think you're wise? You think we will not know where that is from?" But yeah, that is how should I say? That is how much that speech resonates with the general public, and it enters into pop fiction in totality. So yeah, that's actually a great choice. What about you, Shane? What would be your choice for best speech?
I'm not sure. I would have said the pain speech also, but since that's taken, let me try and move to something else.
The plain
I'm
speech is
thinking.
not the same as Nagato's speech. Oh. Nagato's speech in Nagato is not the same thing as the pain speech.
Are you sure? The one where
Very.
Pain spoke to Naruto.
Yes, it's different from when Naruto spoke to Nagato.
Are you, are you sure?
Very sure.
Okay, then let me just skip both of them altogether and
Okay.
choose the one where Naruto was speaking to Sasuke. Though yeah, Naruto spoke to Sasuke so many times, but the one where he was talking about no matter what Sasuke does, he will always come for Sasuke. Like he will always try and bring Sasuke back. I don't know if you remember this speech. The time he was talking about he will rip his arms, his everything, just to make sure that Sasuke comes back. I
Oh,
think you remember it. I
that's
can't
Final
remember.
Valley first what they call fight in the Final Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
But was that really a
So
speech? Naruto was actually just bawling out his feelings there. It's not really a speech. But
you know
yeah.
Naruto now, talk no jutsu. So I think that thing touches people. Like I always wondered why Naruto, why like if it was me, I would have left Sasuke since the very beginning. I would have left Sasuke. But still, anyways, we all know Naruto. As time went on, we understood, Naruto. This is his thing, talking to people like where he talked to Gaara, talked to Pain, he talked to a lot of evil characters, and they change. And then Sasuke at the end of everything, Sasuke still stayed on the right side. That was majorly due to Naruto. So, yeah, his speech about he will never give up on his friend no matter what. I think that's up there for me.
All right. That's well. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. So Mikey, what will be your own favorite speech in Naruto?
Yeah, it's definitely can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, of
can.
course. We can hear
We
you.
can, we
All
can hear
right.
you.
Yeah, it's definitely the Madara speech, the wake up to reality speech. That's the first. That's
It's
the
taken.
first
Pick
one on my
another
list.
one. There are many. It's
It's
taken. I
really
will not give it
hit.
to you. Pick another one.
Oh, tall. I would say the Pain speech too. The Pain speech. That is the one that Pain spoke to Naruto. When he pinned him to the ground. You know, Now talking about how um, peace has to be obtained through wars and all that. And so hatred is born from love and all that. That's okay. That speech too is quite up there for me. If I don't have to pick the Madara's wake up to reality speech, then it's going to be that pain speech. When he pinned Naruto to the ground. Yeah.
I actually get that. I One of the things that I loved about that speech was the way it started. We look at the fact that Pain was talking about peace. Naruto was like, after everything you've done, how can you still consider it peace? Then Pain was like, okay, so what will you do? He was like, once he breaks out of this, he's going to kill Pain, and after he kills Pain or beat Pain, because the word was boss, so he's going to beat Pain. Then he's going to bring peace back to everything. Then Pain was like, that's noble of you. That is justice. But then, what about my village? What about my friends? What about my family? By the time
Yeah.
he basically used all the things, all the motivation Naruto used to say he's going to defeat Pain. By the time Pain now used it against him, Naruto had nothing to say. He now spoke about what Konoha and the other warring nations did to his village, used it as a centerpiece for war, constantly destroying them, killing them, and the fact that the people that killed his parents were Konoha people. So him destroying Konoha makes him justified in that respect. Then after giving the speech, he now got to the point whereby he now asked Naruto, how will Naruto tackle the cycle of hatred? And Naruto was like, I don't have an answer to that.
Yeah,
Ah, God,
exactly. Someone with the
that
talk no
was just
jutsu had no answer to that. Well, that really hits the spot, Sha.
yeah. We have a comment about someone mentioning Gara's speech solos all, Sha. And I think the Gara speech he's talking about should be when Gara was speaking to Naruto and was talking about the aspect of, if you want to save a friend, you must have the mindset to be able to kill that friend for peace. Something like that. That was in the land of Iron when Gara was trying to convince Naruto that, see, we're going to kill Sasuke. He's causing too much problems like that. So, what do you guys think about that? We'll just start with Cloak. What would you say about that Gara speech?
I think it's fair. I think it's a fair pick because a lot of times they try to show in all these shows and stories that morality is not so black and white. And sometimes you really just have to get your hands dirty to fix some problems. You just have to you just have to cut some things off. So some niggas are just problematic and they need to go for real. So if not for the fact that Naruto is well, the show is named right after him, so there's no way he was going to lose. So you know for that simple fact, they might really have had to just kill Gara last. So kill Sasuke last. So yeah, I think it's a good idea for a speech because it highlights how messy everything got.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Shane, what about you? What do you say about the comments pick?
Yeah, I can barely remember the speech, but um, yeah, I like what was said earlier. He's right. Sometimes you do have to get your hands dirty to fix some issues. So, and for you to do that, you need a sort of strength. Yeah, I think Gara had made some sense in what he was saying. Gara is a wise character. I mean, with everything that he went through as a young boy, being hated in his own village and all of that. So it was good for us to see things from his point of view, and he resonated with us actually. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I have to say.
very good and insightful point. What about you, Mikey? What do you say
Yeah,
about that Gara
it's
speech?
it's an honorable mention too. But I feel what he said, a lot of
Hello.
characters. Can you
Yes,
guys hear
Shane
me?
on live.
Oh wow, wow, wow.
Okay,
All right,
continue.
like I said, it's an honorable mention, but like a lot of characters also kind of said the same thing to Naruto. About having to cut Sasuke off, and you like needing to kill him even if it gets to that, for peace and everything, for troubles to stop, troubles he was causing to stop. Like even Naruto's friend said that, right? Kage I said that, Kakashi even said that, something similar too. So um it's not exactly very unique speech though, but like I said, it's an honorable mention. Like
I think it is less of
Garas.
what was said and more of how it was being said
Yes,
that
how it was
hits you
said.
get,
Yeah,
because you know that cycle of
that's why
hatred
it's
too.
also fair.
Yeah, because that cycle of hatred speech of what they call it, nobody can understand each other. Almost everybody has said it before pain, and even after pain. Even Rochimari said something similar. But the manner of in which it was said is what really gives that impact. And another a honorable mention on Gara's speech again is his war speech. Now, the first two times I listened to that, it felt epic, but the third time it felt like this guy just the yarn last night just the beg people make they no sabotage the plan. So yeah, 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 that's
Mhm.
that for that. And for me, my own favorite speech has to be Jiraiya's final words when he said, "It is not about how you live, but how you die." That speech about him talking about his life, how he has seen a lot of failures, how he has been a failure, and everything he said with that retrospect couldn't save his student, couldn't save his master, and started, that last moment whereby he was reflecting on his life and finally looking at Naruto as the savior right there, realizing it was Naruto, and not gaining that extra strength, despite the fact that he was dying to push to give that final code that he knew only Naruto or Naruto would be a key to solving it. That entire speech, like the day I showed my sister the last born, that video, that episode, tears were rolling out of her eyes. And I was like, yes, I have done well as a senior brother. She has known pain and she understands what Naruto is all about. I have a friend called Elisha who he watched Attack on Titan first, but after watching Naruto and getting into so many of these key points, he by himself said that Naruto is far better than Attack on Titan, despite what most new gen anime fans will not be able to utter. But it was because of things like this, speeches like this, emotional impacts like this, that you realize how great of a series Naruto is. So yeah, there's that for that. Let's quickly move on to the next thing, and that is one of my favorite topics on Naruto because it has a whole lot of people that, well, not lot, but few people that fall under this category for many reasons, which are the most unfair broken shinobis. So I want to start from Mikey. Who would you say is the most unfair or most broken shinobi in Naruto?
Not much
Mikey.
idea. Hello? Oh, are you guys, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Oh, all right, all right. Um, well, but most unfair, um, most unfair. I really don't have much of an idea. Um, who I'm going to pick, but unfair. Wait, but unfair in what sense? Like what? The
Their ju- their
writer.
abilities are difficult to counter. Their jutsus are too powerful.
Okay.
Their
All right.
mastery is on another scale. Like if you were a shinobi and you are put to go and hunt this guy, you yourself will be
Uh,
cursing your village in your mind. That kind of energy. Yeah.
okay. If it's that, then I have much ideas now. But I'm going to pick Madara. Definitely, he's definitely up there. His first jutsu, his first massive jutsu alone, that was so unfair. And having brought it down twice, the second one even being larger, come on, haba. With him smiling with a smile on his face. Why? That was beyond wickedness. It wasn't just unfair. There, it was just I'm not sure, but unfair looks really on that, like very underrated word, to use, because that was that Madara's heavenly shattering, planetary devastation, whatever jutsu. That was definitely too unfair, for all the shinobis. It wasn't just a single shinobi. It was like the whole shinobis that saw it, like all shinobis from all villages that were present there, both the strongest, the Kages, all of them, it was massively unfair to them when they saw it. Like, why? Gara was like, this Gara that was the strongest village, is this a godlike power? That was what he asked. And Haba. That was unfair too. That was the most unfair. It's definitely up there. I don't think there is even any that was more unfair than that, because when it's happened, even on a greater scale later, it was just like something that could now be easily countered. But that was because you know these guys had great power ups. So when they saw it, it wasn't all that unfair again. When they saw it again, when Madara had his own power ups,
Okay, yeah,
when
you're
he
talking
became
about the
this.
time whereby he released all the multiple Naruto and Sasuke to
Yes, yes,
combine
when he
against.
became the Ten Tails
Right.
Jinchuriki. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't
yeah. That's
even all that unfair anymore. But that first time he released it, you know, uh, when they were all normal, themselves, not even having any power ups then, any godlike power ups then, they were all normal. That's about just like me now being normal, not having any power
after
up, and I
looking at
see,
that jutsu.
and I'm a
Yeah,
shinobi, and I
yeah,
see that. That's terribly unfair now.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
that's
okay, that's
definitely
actually a
number
very
one
good
for me.
point. That's an epic point. They asked you to go and hunt Madara. Me, I will just resign and start cooking ramen noodles. No be
Yeah.
me go follow
Come
them
on,
fight. Yeah.
come on.
But
Why
That
will
first
not
Madara,
that
going to
first ninja in
happen?
that world,
I'll
that
just be
first
like,
ninja is the
please
bravest
don't
ninja in the
draft
entire
me. Let me
series.
stay back in the village and cook for the women, please. It's their job, sha, to cook, but let me be the
eh,
one
eh,
doing the
eh,
cooking,
eh,
please.
eh.
I'm like,
Okay, oh,
guy,
don't worry. His name is Mikey. Michael. I have his surname if women are looking for him. So moving on. Cloak, what would you say is the most
what
unfair or broken jutsu?
is that
Broken
supposed?
character.
I mean, Madara is a very obvious choice. Naruto, Sasuke, Asura, all of them are very, very obvious choices. But I think one very OP character that we don't talk about enough is Onoki, and the fact that he can simply erase you from existence if he feels like it. Like particle style doesn't blast you, doesn't blow you up. It just erases you from existence. There's no blocking it or
Cloak.
Oh, cloaks is off.
Oh, okay, okay. But before he comes back, Shane, what would be your own choice for unfair or broken characters in Naruto?
For me, I think let me take this two ways. Do you mean broken as in the character himself? It's broken, or what do you mean?
Not broken emotionally, oh, as in his abilities are too on a large scale. He's too OP. He's too overpowered, or his
okay.
abilities are
Okay,
just
can you
not
guys hear me
capable.
again? Because
Okay, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
can you
you.
guys
Go
hear
on.
me again? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can hear you.
So I said that particle that particle style jutsu, I think is extremely broken. And Onoki is an old little man, but I feel like we don't acknowledge how broken he is, honest enough, because that ability is deadly. It just erases it from existence. There's no blocking it, the only reason Sasuke survived it at the five Kage summit is because Tobirama had to literally bend. So not Tobirama, Obito had to literally bend space and time to get him out of there. Sorry, bend space to get him out of there. So like that's a very broken ability, and I think Onoki is a very broken shinobi to me. Even when Madara was toying with them, he's the one that helped them like get out of the forest. He's the one that like finally cut off the flowers that were blossoming and giving out those spores and stuff. So yeah, personally, my pick is Onoki. Apart from the very obvious picks, like if you want to be very obvious, you can just pick like Sasuke or Naruto or the rest. But Onoki, that old man scares me. He didn't even hesitate to kill Sasuke. He just was like hello, bye, and instantly tried to kill. Even Kari was like, that is the end. She can't send Sasuke Sakura again. She thought bro was dead.
Yeah, and you know what was crazy
So
is the
here we are.
how casual it is.
Sasuke.
One thing I'll mention is that Sasuke would have died to every single Kage, including Gara, in that five Kage summit. But the one that
Exactly.
other ones that he could like, he would have died, but
Yes,
plot could save him. When he came to Onoki, it was cheating at that point. Masashi just
it was
gave
straight
he
up.
gave he gave him cheat code. It wasn't even plot anymore. Just
Honestly,
absolute
that was the only way he
and that,
survived.
that
Just the only way he could survive was by literally removing him from the panel. Just remove him from the panel first. So yeah,
exactly.
yeah, I pick Onoki. I pick Onoki.
Yeah. All right. So Sean, what would be your own pick now that you have a bit of time to think about it?
Yeah, I think I'll give it to Itachi. Nobody mentioned Itachi, funny enough. When it comes to battle IQ and the way he used his Sharingan, he was just above everybody in that show. Well, yeah, to
Okay.
me, he was just above everybody in that show. Like when you meet with Itachi and you fight and you live to tell the tale, you have tried. You just know you have tried. Um, Itachi, we all know Itachi. I don't need to say too much, but Itachi, he did. I think he was the only one in the show that never actually lost a fight. And um
I mean,
the one that
controversially against Sasuke, but okay, go ahead.
Sasuke, he allowed Sasuke to win now. Yeah, that was obvious.
Hey, doesn't that mean he lost? If you let
Still,
someone win, does that mean you lost?
still, but like the guy was phenomenal. As in, and Itachi, I don't. Ah man, he was an amazing ninja, and anybody that faced him, just know you're losing. Like that's. And he was a genius. We don't need anybody to tell us that. Ever since he was a
The fact
child,
that he told Kabuto that this Jutsu's weakness is my existence. No, 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 no. That's
I
just too
know
much.
that was so epic. The way I think he was the one that noticed that. Uh, I'm trying to remember the scene. The time he was with the other Akatsuki guy, and then they met Naruto, and then I think they broke out. I'm not sure. Something happened there, something epic. But let's forget about that. But the part that keeps coming to my mind is when he met with this lady, the lady that also uses genjutsu, and then
Oh,
she taught
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, Kurenai.
she
Oh, Kurenai.
Kurina.
Kurenai
She thought
Kurenai.
she
slander. Yes.
she thought she
Oh,
had him. She thought she had him.
I'm
Just
so sorry
just
for that.
oh
I'm so sorry for
man,
her.
Ah, the experience was so bad that she had to retire from being a ninja and became a housewife. Fuck.
boy, it was crazy. It was crazy. Itachi was on top always, ever on top. I love it
But
was
one
unfair
thing,
to
one
every
thing,
other ninja.
yeah, but well, yeah, but if we're looking at shinobis that never lost a fight, Minato, Namikaze Minato, this guy
The Flash.
never lost a
The
fight.
Flash.
Yellow Flash, they in his lifetime and in his death, he never lost a fight. That is just how OP and great this guy is. This guy was so he was so OP that Uchihas, despite the discontent, they would not have attempted a coup if we were still alive. They will not. It's not this guy. He was amongst those people because as great as Itachi was, they did not give. He was not given what they call a runaway order in the sense that most shinobis, if they see Minato was amongst the. If you see him flee on sight, don't even bother. Wherever you are going, just go back home and try and survive. That is what we're talking about.
Whatever plan you
Unfair
have,
and broken
forget
characters.
about it.
Exactly. It doesn't matter because one crazy thing about Minato's jutsu is the fact that no matter how great you are, no matter how powerful you are, as long as you're a human being and you have blood in your vessel, one kunai stab to your throat and you are dead. And that is Minato's specialty. He will just appear, slit your throat, and move on like nothing happened. What are you going to do about that? You have a jutsu that can basically bend space and time. They just come behind you, choke your neck, come out. You are dead. Shikena. That's all. So,
Oh
but
God.
Mhm.
funny enough, I will still not even mention Minato as being one of the most unfair. he's completely unfair and broken. But one character that he's unfair, but he was somehow suppressed, but still unfair is Obito. Obito is on another level. And the fact that every single thing that Obito did in that series was just with half of his power. Because you know that the moment you have what they call it, one Sharingan, you are basically half your full power. Because it's with the double Sharingan. Even the speed of your what they call it, Sharingan dojutsu related ability is halved once you are only using one of it. And
Yeah.
despite despite that fact, Obito was able to do as much as he did. Is it escaping? Like somebody, there was an argument I was having with somebody when I was talking about Hashirama being one of the most broken. The guy was like, "What's Hashirama going to do against Obito?" And I throw that
What?
question to you guys. What's Hashirama exactly going to do against Obito?
I
Yeah,
think
answer, answer,
I
answer.
guess
I want to
Obito
hear it.
it has to be a battle of like stamina because Obito still
Exactly.
can't
That's
last for more than is it 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Let's max it out 10 minutes with his Sharingan on. So if Hashirama has fought for 24 hours before, so Hashirama can kill Obito. It's just take a while. It will take a while, but he can kill Obito. But I get if
It will
Obito
take a
had
while.
that
Yes.
his eye against Kakashi, if the other guy against Kakashi, I don't know who would beat him to be honest. Short range or long range, or it would be crazy.
And
But against Hashirama, it
and
would
if he
be a
summons his
battle of
Susanoo
battle.
again on top of that, it's Susanoo that has what they call it Kamyu shurikens. That's another thing to consider. And you guys mentioned he cannot use it more than 5 minutes. The idea is he cannot use it more than 5 minutes continuously. Like what this girl did to him. What's her name?
Conan,
Uh Conan,
Conan,
what she did to him was that she put him in a suspended space whereby he could not move and trapped him in continuous what they call explosion. What they call a bomb explosion bomb. She basically did a Moses on the river and put paper bombs there. You understand? That he had to
yeah,
now
yeah,
use what they call it Izanagi to survive. But if
yeah.
he's on land or he's in a place he can move about, if you bombard him with a jutsu, he's just going to casually walk out of it and nothing is going to touch him. Although granted,
Nice,
what they
sure.
call it, if Hashirama can still do his multiple hands cannon, that what they call it, his
exactly.
massive this thing that he used against Madara. That was what I was able to use to say that that is what Hashirama would use against Obito, using that multiple thing, just keep
Yeah,
punching that space.
if Obito mistakenly turns it off for a second, he's dead.
Exactly.
He's
And one thing
spaced
that
on the floor.
Yeah, and one thing that I never understood about that fight against Conan is that Obito has shown that in midair he can just enter into his cameo dimension. But why is it that in battle, when he's actively in battle, he cannot just run away into his cameo
He can't
dimension
do
just
both at once. He can't do both at once. You remember when he was fighting B, Naruto and Kakashi? He
yeah.
once he tries to steal Naruto, they will attack him. If he mistakenly comes out of he makes himself tangible to be able to steal Naruto, they'll be able to hit it. So I don't think he can teleport and be intangible at the same time. He has to choose one. That was the problem. So while he was
Okay.
being intangible, he couldn't teleport out of it. So he has to just keep being intangible, which is why he now used Zanagi to escape.
Yeah, fair, 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 fair.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's a very strong point there. Yeah. But regardless, Obito, and when we now want to do some of the Gojo this, one of the characters we use to finish Gojo is Obito. Steady. But moving on to the next topic. I think everybody has given their characters, yeah.
Yeah,
So in order
sure.
to save time, let's go to this topic. And this was a nerd head topic today. Most useless character in Naruto. And I'll give
Um,
Cloak the floor to start.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't want to be predictable. I'm not choosing our resident trash character. Who should I pick? Who should I pick? Okay, the thing is, our resident trash character is trash when compared to her teammates. Like, I want someone that was just trash all around. Who? I can't
Yeah,
really
many.
think. I guess I have to just settle down and pick our poor old Tenten, who has so much potential but was just left in the dust by Kishimoto's poor writing of new characters. It is Tenten. Tenten is the most. You can remove her from the show and there won't be any difference in the story or plot or anything. She's just she's an extra, true and true. Like she's just such an extra. Yeah, it's 10-10 for me. At least Sakura still stubborn out of from dying, so like props to her, I guess. But 10-10, what did 10-10 do in that war? Apart from have a flashback. They just used her to fuel runtime. She's like a filler character and it's sad because her abilities and stuff are cool. So oh well, sure. 10-10 for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. One of the things, funny enough, that was my number one pick also, but I'll pick another character because they plenty for Naruto way useless like that. But you see that thing of like what I hated the most is the fact that she's classified as a weapon master and her ultimate jutsu, as most special jutsu, is an Uchiha under 4 years basic jutsu, shuriken jutsu. In fact, Uchiha's under 4 years can probably do shuriken jutsu far better than her. So it's that kind of thing that you look at her and be like, what's your use? She throws her weapons. Oh my god. That thing pisses me off. She summons swords. And instead of using it for close combat, she throws it and somebody can just dodge it. Or look at Temari. Just use wind and push everything one side. What's left? What's left? And the fact that summoning and throwing it also drain her chakra. So you are wasting your chakra, you are wasting your resources, and you are still going to get bodied by a 4-year-old. How far? How far? Make it make sense. But enough about it. Shen, who would you classify as most useless character?
For me, maybe apart from a resident trash character, let's
Hmm.
say Kiba.
Hey. Oh,
That
yeah,
guy,
you
that,
explain. Why is Kiba trash?
in a show where even the side characters try to do something and get us on their side, once in a while. Neji, obviously we all know how cool he could become. Um, Rock Lee, Rock Lee did something, at least entertained us, with his taijutsu and whatnot. You get, he did something for us. But you see Kiba throughout the whole show, nothing, nothing epic, nothing,
Okay.
nothing.
Let me support Kiba small. Let me support Kiba small. He in
Okay,
that whole Sasuke retrieval arc, he's the one that fought against those twins now, Abby.
Satan and Udon, and he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
one of those who categorically did nothing against them, against
Yeah, yeah,
Udon.
but still,
Categorically,
he,
he
he
did
fought
nothing.
against them. Okay, he
It
fought
was
against them.
Do you know what is? Do you know what is funny? It was Akamaru that actually dealt damage, proper damage. It was Akamaru that dealt that what they call it, that thing that blinded the what they call it, Sakon and Udon for Kiba to be able to do his what they call Garuga on them. So basically, slap Akamaru, knock him out. Kiba is useless, and that's what happened.
Kiba
They
is
knocked
very
out
useless.
Akamaru, and Kiba could not do. He couldn't do jack shit. He couldn't even save Akamaru. He's so bad that Naruto transformed into Akamaru, and despite he lives, sleeps, and breathes with Akamaru, he couldn't differentiate. That is props to Naruto, but that's also a big failure on his part. He punched his own
Yeah,
dog. Fuck. He got
yeah,
beaten by Ness. Ah,
it's crazy. When it comes to
damn.
Kiba, ninjutsu and genjutsu zero. The only thing he
Exactly.
has is taijutsu, which is not even up there. So to me, he really he wasn't that person.
Oh God. And even his
He
what
wants to be.
scouting
He wants to be. Better to be Okage, Shao. Better to be Okage.
Yeah,
ability.
Remember.
can,
Hokage
Instead-
of
can you
where?
can you imagine?
Hokage of where? Because
Can
I'm
you
wondering
imagine?
because one of the things is that even his useful parts, which is in sensory, we have people like Ino that can do it better. We have what you call the Byakugan users, that is Neji and Hinata that can do better. We have different people that specialize in sensory ninjutsu that can pinpoint somebody by their chakra. This guy, oh God of creation. So his special point is being used by any other person. The guy is a waste. So sorry, Mikey, you who is your most useless character?
Oh, okay. Well, I would have picked Hinata though, as the most useless,
Controversial,
cause
controversial. Say it loudly. Say it loudly.
but
Hinata.
Let
yeah,
Hinata.
yeah.
let the
I said
fans and the comments hear you.
I said I would have picked her, but on
Be
second
brave.
thoughts, on second thoughts, no, no, I do not want the whole community coming for me. Of course, that will be the next thing, but because she got hitched with the main character, probably, and was also cute, you know, with the main character, all that. But that's not really it. Okay, I would say on second thought, the most useless character for me, Konohamaru. Yeah,
Mm.
Konohamaru. Um,
In Naruto, oh,
yeah,
not in the fan
he
fiction called Boruto. We're talking of in Naruto.
yes, in Naruto, Konohamaru still was the most useless character for me. I can't really say what he did apart from he defeated. Okay, yeah, he tried defeating one of the weakest pains,
That
if not
killed
the if not
several Jonins. What are you on, brother?
what were those really Jonins? Were those really
They
Jonins
were.
per se?
They were.
You know,
What are you
they
on?
they, they could be Tunings for all we know, but
What do you mean for all
well,
you know?
for all we
Tunings,
know,
oh,
they could
Jonins,
they
oh.
could
He
they could
was.
actually be they could have actually be tunings. There was nothing that specifically pointed it that they were Jonins. You know, so or
Regardless,
what?
brother. Regardless, brother. Even if they were tunings, he was a genin. He was a genin when he killed a pain. And you call him the most
Yes,
useless?
you know. Okay,
When
okay, I
tunings
give
and
him.
jonins were dying at the hands of the so-called weakest pain, no be that same
But that.
pain kill what they call it, Shizune
They're
or what's
finding
her
you.
name?
Who's
Hmm?
killing him? Dead.
You say
What's
Is it
wrong?
not that same pain that killed what they call Shizune? Is that same pain that
she
killed Shizune now?
that killed Shizune? No,
Yes.
no, it
Yes.
wasn't. It wasn't that pain. It wasn't that pain. It was the
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, it
the
wasn't.
pain
It
he
was one that
defeated was the Jigokudo pain, the hell pain that tears your tongue out. That's it. Not
is that not
but
the
the
one
one
that
that
revives what they call it,
yes
that can revive people.
that revives pains when they die. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
it's not
that
the one
one.
that steals your soul.
No, it's not the one that steals.
Okay,
That
okay.
one in battle it's basically just stays back and does not do shit. That's the weakest pain. In fact, truly, that's because even in battle, that one just stays back. Their formation, that one just stays back, just in case any of the other five pains die. They just send him. They just send out the dead pain to him, and then he revives it. That one stays back. So that's actually the weakest pain in combat. If you ask me, that's the weakest pain.
You
Can't
say that,
really
but
do
you do
anything.
realize that its ability still was enough to kill lots of tunings and jonins in Konoha. So you cannot call it being the weakest
Well,
pain as if it is a
well,
weak character in it of itself. Or Cloak, what do you think
yeah.
to what he's saying?
Is there?
Now I'm asking Cloak if
I
what he
don't, I
thinks to what
don't,
he's saying.
I don't think Konamaru was weak. Oh, honestly, I don't. But like
No,
to
no,
each their
not
own
weak.
opinions, I
Not
guess.
not weak. Not weak.
Sorry,
But
useless,
Useless.
useless.
useless. Yeah.
I don't think
You
Konamaru. I don't think it was useless. Shao.
none of these
That
shinobis were well, even the ones you guys mentioned were not all that useless too. But
Mokiba useless, die. Tente useless, die.
yeah, but
what
at
are you?
least,
What are you all?
but at least they were still drafted to go for war. Still,
Because of their
Konohamaru.
rank, not because of their ability. I like they still useless, die.
Come on, come on.
Let
Gen
me let
is
me let me let me put an introspect to you. Let me just give you an introspect.
mm-hmm.
Konohamaru would have defeated Temari if not for Shikamaru there. And Temari is a Jonin. If
Temari.
he had collided with her with his Rasengan, did you see the damage it caused? She would have been in the hospital. She would not have gone for that war if not for Shikamaru, who basically saved her.
Oh well,
Because he
okay.
blindsided her and got her in a point that she did not have enough time to activate her jutsu. That is how
Yeah,
smart Konohamaru was. So is
yeah.
that
He was
character that could have basically turned a Jonin into sent a Jonin to the hospital they are calling weak or
he
useless?
was that
Come
he
on,
was
man.
that smart. He was that smart. He was just that smart, using all he had though, while Temari was holding back. Still, but Temari was sure holding back. From the
Temari is not
beginning,
the type that used to hold back.
while
Oh.
he was trying to use everything in his arsenal, and even the last bit of his smartness to outsmart her
Eh,
and all that, but she still held back.
eh.
She still held back in
You
that
do
fight.
realize that in between
Yeah,
Temari versus
give me
Tenten,
mic. Let me
Temari
answer.
used
Go and
less
answer
jutsus to beat
people
Tenten
calling me.
and less use jutsus to beat this Tayuya than she used against Konohamaru.
What?
I know.
Temari
Is
used
that?
less jutsus to
I
beat
said 30
Tayuya and
minutes is not
Tenten than
lucky.
she used against Konohamaru.
Yeah, when you just put us
She
on
used
mute.
less jutsus.
When you remove the mic.
Was that what you said?
To beat
I
Yeah,
Is
I
to
that
didn't
when
beat
really
you
get that.
Tayuya and Tenten than she used
I
against
did again. What's your
Konohamaru.
function in this? Yeah, they will ask you questions.
Oh
Remove mic.
wow, I think a
So
background
it's not a
sound
debate.
is making me not to really hear well. Okay, okay. So what was that again? Come again, Jazz. Uh,
Well, basically, what I'm just trying to tell you is that you've not given a solid enough point onto why this person is quote unquote useless. That
um,
is Konohamaru, because if we look at his what they call prospect against Temari, he is prospect in killing a pain and all that, and he in doing all those two things while being a genin. He is not going to be on the list of useless characters because there are
mm,
people that are higher than him in rank that couldn't do half of what he has done.
okay, okay. I get that. But his roles in the series, well, they were just because they were not all so much though. I feel he was just useless. He was useless by the writer, so not exactly useless as a character, but despite because he wasn't just given enough roles, enough heavy roles like being drafted for war, something like that, or having to fight some legendary shinobis or something like that. High ranking shinobis as such. Battle them, like really battle them. One on one, and roles like that. I feel he wasn't given, so because of that, I feel he was just useless in the anime. But okay, I I accept though. I accept though he wasn't, because of his abilities. He wasn't a useless character per se, but he was useless. By the writer, kind of.
So
In
this
the
guy,
series.
they try turn English on us. But yeah,
Yeah.
that is fair. No, like Luke mentioned earlier, to each his own relatively. If you actually
Mm,
feel that Kodohamaru was a useless character or was useless
mm,
as you are trying to so brazenly convince us, then I will generally be like it's your own opinion. I can't go against it. But we'll have a proper debate
um,
on it another time. But for now, I want to say because of our time, I'll have to stop the video here. I want to thank all of you for coming in, especially those of you that came in on very short notice. It is very much appreciated. The poke from the poker team, we are thanking you very much. And to our viewers that are listening, please drop your comments on every single topic we discussed upon. We would like to hear your comments, and with that, we can use it to schedule many of our videos and so on. And it also helps with the your engagement helps with the algorithm. So thank you so much. Any final words? We'll start with Cloak and go to Mikey. So from Cloak, any final words you want to mention?
Nothing in particular, to be honest. Nothing in particular. I'm just enjoying the ride. It has been fun. It has been fun. Remembering that Madras move was especially fun. I'll go and Google the name later. I still remember the name.
All right, no problem. I think I only remember it as Hengai Shinsei or something along that.
Tengai
But yeah, no
Shinsei,
problem.
actually.
Uh, so, Sheung, any final words?
So,
Any final words? Oh, I think it's Zypher. Any final words to the audience? Say something to this is from the poker line. We actually missed your epic voice. So anything you want to share?
fair enough, fair enough. It's been a minute, but hopefully soon enough you guys start inviting me back to our lives on Saturday. But yeah, this was actually a fun episode. It was a nice topic. The people that came on actually did a good job, made it exciting, and also like thanks for everyone that came on. Thanks for the viewers. And generally, you've already done the plugin required, but like, yeah, to know what we're going to do next weekend, we'd like to hear from you guys. What do you guys want to hear our thoughts about? What do you want to hear our opinions from? What would you suggest? And what will be your answers for some of the questions asked? Thanks.
All right, thank you very much for that epic summary. And once again, for those of you that didn't hear me, that's Zypher. We thank him very much for his appearance. Main character appearance, just showed us and go. This guy is the farmer rap. That's Piccolo. So,
Ah,
Mikey, any final words?
Yeah, it was a very interesting session though, and also given the fact that the topic was mostly was all of my best anime, Naruto. So I really enjoyed the session too, and I hope to be involved in much more of these episodes, in the future too. And I want to also thank the audience too, and all those that dropped their comments, and all the viewers, and I would like to just thank them for being here. Both the ones that came on even short notice too, and also the Baga host, Ujat Sama, for arranging this interesting session too. For all of us, I really like to thank all of you, and the audience. Thank you so much. I hope to see you all again
Yes,
in the
and this
next
time
one.
we'll actually make it a debate so that all your capping will be calling it out one by one. All right then. So to everybody, to everybody, my name is Hujat Saba and this is the poker. See you all in the next video.